Hey guys, today we'll be doing unit 7.1. First, state the term balanced diet. Alright, this is the revision sheet that I made, and I will be teaching you from it. A balanced diet is a diet that contains all the necessary nutrients in the right proportion. A balanced diet is a diet that contains all the necessary nutrients in the right proportions. Alright, you're gonna get a point on the marking scheme for all the necessary nutrients in all the right proportions to provide energy. So it's always a 3-mark question, and if you write these 3 points, you will get the mark. So a balanced diet is a diet that contains all the necessary nutrients in the right proportions. There are 7 nutrients that you need in your body. The 7 nutrients are I'll write them down. So it's water, minerals, vitamins, fiber, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. These are the 7 necessary nutrients, the 7 necessary nutrients that you need in your body to have a balanced diet. Alright? Now, the next point is how age, gender, and activity affects the needs of humans. Now, another question in one of the past papers was that what do dietary requirements depend on? And the answer was age, gender, and activity. So you'll get 3 points for that as well. But it's important to know that age, gender, and activity have an effect on dietary requirements. So energy requirements, they increase with age but decrease at old age. For gender, up to 15 years old, there are the same energy requirements. So male or female, in kids, it's the same energy requirements. However, older men have greater energy requirements than older women, because older women, they store their carbohydrates, or basically their nutrients, in more adipose tissue, and they use energy at specific times. They use it slowly at specific times. Alright, so gender, gender, if you're young, it's the same. If you're older, male is greater than female, because females store their energy more than male. Now, activity, the more active you are, the more energy is required by respiration. So that's the other point covered. The effects of malnutrition in relation to starvation, constipation, coronary heart disease, obesity, and scurvy. Right, that I will explain in a bit, but there's special dietary requirements, and that is first for pregnant women. Pregnant women, they need proteins, folic acid, and vitamins A, C, and D. And they also need calcium, by the way. But everybody needs calcium. Calcium is to make bones stronger. Vitamin D, it's to make bones stronger, and it helps in vitamin D helps in to make blood, it's to make bones and teeth stronger. Vitamin C, it's for healthy skin and gums. And calcium, it's also for blood clotting. Folic acid, it's really important to know that folic acid, it's for spinal cord defects. It prevents spinal cord defects. Also, iron is needed by pregnant women, because iron it's important to make hemoglobin. Proteins, it's to make tissues in a child, to help the child grow, to make tissues and cells, right? Breastfeeding, the milk contains all the necessary nutrients like proteins, vitamins, and calcium to produce milk of adequate quality and quantity. So you need proteins, vitamins, and calcium. It's really important. Now, if you do not have specific nutrients, there are a few diseases that can occur. Either starvation, it's because you have too little food. It can cause three things: anorexia, death, or organ damage. Starvation, there are two types. If you have really less proteins but a lot of carbohydrates, then you can have kwashiorkor. Marasmus, it's if you have low of everything. And for these two diseases, how do you detect it? Because people may be fatigued, fatigued, headaches, and also they feel like they are about to faint. Constipation, it's a lack of fiber and water. It results in bowel cancer. Coronary heart disease, it's because of too much animal fat or cholesterol. Cholesterol levels stick to the walls of the arteries and blocks them, resulting in heart attacks. Obesity, it's because of too much food. It results in CHD and diabetes. Right? You can use the notes that I made in the beginning. It was clear. But, these help a lot, and they're from the Cambridge book and the syllabus, so it's really important. Yeah. Now the effects of not having obviously these are important diseases that can be caused, but summarized into a table that I got from another really helpful YouTube channel. You should check it out. It's Cambridge in 5 minutes, and I added another column to this essential nutrients list. I hope nobody gets offended, especially Cambridge in 5 minutes, because it helped me a lot, or he helped me. Anyways, so carbohydrates, the function is that it's a source of energy, and the source, you need to memorize this table. It's really, really important. Now we discussed vitamin C. It's for maintaining healthy skin and gums. And scurvy, it's a disease which causes bleeding under the skin and bleeding gums. Vitamin D causes osteomalacia, which is the bones break down, or they dissolve. They dissolve and break down. Now, calcium, it's poor clotting of blood. That's the difference between vitamin D and calcium. Vitamin D, it's just the bones. However, calcium, it's bones and poor clotting of blood. Bones and clotting of blood. And their deficiencies can cause weak bones and teeth and poor clotting of blood. Fiber, it causes constipation if in short term. It causes constipation. If long term, it causes bowel cancer. Because you need fiber. Fiber is the undigested matter in your body. And when we later learned that in the large intestine, you need fibers to help push the undigested matter, to help push the undigested matter through the large intestine, through the rectum, into through the anus, outside. Now, iron, it causes anemia. Anemia is the disease it causes. anemia, it has, if they say, how can you determine if a person has anemia or not? You will say that he's constantly tired, he has a constant tiredness, and a lack of energy. Because iron is used to make hemoglobin in red blood cells. Hemoglobin is used to transport oxygen to the whole body. If there's less iron, then there's less hemoglobin. Less hemoglobin, less oxygen delivered to the body. Now water, you need it for everything. Water is really, really important, and it has many functions that are listed. It's for transport, blood formation, cytoplasm, allows enzymes to work. Blood is 90% of plasma, which is used to transport the nutrients throughout the body. It is really, really important, and these factors, they should be memorized, because it in a few past papers they asked about the functions of water. Right?